A woman got home late at night. Her husband was still awake and served her dinner. She held his hand and said to him, "I have got something to tell you." He didn't ask her what it was and sat by her. They both ate, and she noticed he was already too sad to hear something from her. Finally, his wife broke the silence and said, "I am going to divorce you." The husband was numbed and said, "But why?" She said, "Don't act like you don't know it's not working between us." He said, "So you realize that after 10 years of our marriage?" The woman got angry and told him the truth. "Yes, and that's because I met John now and realized how lively a relationship can be." He kept quiet, and his wife went to the bathroom. The next morning, when he woke up, his wife was still sitting there. He came to her and said, "I am ready for the divorce, but before that, you have to agree upon a few conditions." She got very happy and was ready to do anything. He said, "I don't want any money allowance from you. I want you to divorce me after a month. Until our divorce, every evening, you have to dance with me for at least 10 minutes. The wife thought he had gone crazy. Well, she could have accepted anything to get a divorce from him. Later, she went to her office and told John about her husband's conditions. They both laughed and took pity on him. So when they danced on the first evening, they both felt clumsy. Their daughter clapped, seeing both of them like that. The husband closed his eyes and said to her in her ear, "Don't tell our daughter about our divorce." She nodded, but she felt a little pain inside. On the second day, both of them acted much more easily. He leaned on her shoulder. She could even smell his fragrance. The woman realized she hadn't looked at his face for years. He seemed quite old and tired. Definitely their marriage had taken its toll on him. On the fourth day, the wife realized what she had done to this beautiful man who had spent 10 years of his life loving her. On the fifth day, the woman felt a sense of intimacy returning between them. Later, she also realized that her husband had grown so thin and weaker. On the last day when they danced, she could hardly take a step. However, that day, she jumped out of the car swiftly and walked upstairs. She went to John and said, "Sorry, John, I do not want the divorce anymore. I realized in these days that my married life was boring, probably because I did not value the little details of my life. I don't love you anymore." He gave her a loud slap and slammed the door. She rushed home and picked up a bouquet of flowers on her way for her sweet husband. She ran upstairs only to find her husband in bed. Her husband had been fighting cancer for months, and she was so busy with John to notice. He knew that he would die soon, so he wanted their daughter to have a positive impression of their married life. Sometimes we realize the value of something only after it's gone. It's important not to wait until it's too late to show love and appreciation.